Hi Taurus, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back. If you're a subscriber, welcome in if you're new to the channel. This is a weekly reading and it is for September 20th through the 26th, and it's a big week. It's a full moon week, and this is a full moon in Pisces. A full moon in Pisces is very spiritual, emotional. It can be incredibly inspiring. You could be dreaming, thinking about, things you want to do in your life. It's one of those meaning of life kind of full moons, right? And full moons are always culminations when we just sort of submit to the energy and release what we need to release emotionally. It's just kind of a breath that we exhale and let go of, a surrender when it's in Pisces. And I really love that energy, especially because it's being helped with Mercury, TRINE, Jupiter, which is an expansion in our minds. It's open-mindedness, isn't it? It really is. It's helping us to become more open-minded, more accepting, more loving. Pisces is unconditional love. Okay? Now, to the negative, it can be a lot of confusion and delusion and denial, and that is not where you want to be. So dream, and think big. That's the best thing for this full moon, I think. Also, Mars and Venus, the celestial lovers, are in their opposite energies right now. It's an interesting energy. So I think it's just enough discomfort in relationships to actually make the change that's necessary. So I think that the planets are helping us with that. All right, I'm going to use today the Crystal Visions Tarot, which I'm shuffling now for you. I'm going to pull 9. We're going to go horizontally, vertically, and big picture. And I'm using the Sacred Traveler cards by Denise Lynn. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one of the Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. All right, let's do this. Let's do your 9 first. Then I'm going to pull your Sacred Traveler card. All right, here we go for the full moon week of the 20th through the 26th of September. We are ending out Virgo season in the last couple of days and moving into Libra. Libra is the 7th house of relationships, of partnerships, right? Ruled by Venus, the planet of love, money, and beauty, about what we value, thinking about the other, thinking about equality and fairness and balance. So that's, this is the week where we kind of change energies, and that full moon, I think, is going to be helping us along, helping us move forward. I'm laying out your 9 now. Hopefully you'll just relax with me and settle in. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths so you can relax, bring down your cortisol, right? You might need to do that this week. Some deep breathing, just so that feeling your emotions can come in sort of a wave. Let the wave crash and then let it, go back in and out. Release to that. Surrender to the energy. It's a healthy thing. We have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, 6 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, so you're making a final decision about something that you may have to make a plan for. I think you finally know, or you will this week, what you truly want. I don't think you can deny that. You want to move towards stability, more emotional stability and fulfillment and happiness. I think this is probably about a relationship. I think you've considered walking away. I think you've considered ending it, but I also think that you are actually more dealing with your internal emotional stuff. Let's see what we have. We have the Gates of Triumph. I'm going to show you each and every one of these cards. Of course, we're going to, go all around. All right, Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. I see that here with the 10 of Pentacles for sure. Choosing your path. Yeah. All is possible. Okay. And let's see. Last one. Here we go. Distant thunder. Okay, clear the air. All right, a conversation is going to be necessary this week for you. Surrendering, allowing yourself to feel what you feel, allowing your person to feel what they feel. I think that you're going to probably have a conversation this week, Taurus. I think it's going to be very important for you. Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. This is your first card. Choosing your path. All is possible. So this is about thinking positive and not to put limitations on your dreams. And then Distant Thunder. Clear the air. Okay. So my question for you with these cards, because you can see she's looking at him and he's looking out of the gate, right, in these cards. So it's like, are you both seeing a future together or are you seeing a future apart? That's kind of what I'm seeing from these cards and needing to talk about it, right? She's seeing the storm clouds, he's seeing the sun. And I think it's because they're seeing things differently. That's what I'm getting from those two cards. That you will be triumphant when you choose your path, but you may be in a relationship where two people feel differently about something. That's what I'm seeing. All right, on the bottom of the deck today, you get the Lovers, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. This is someone you've been with for quite a long time. You've known for many, many years probably. Someone that you've loved for a very long time, and with the Knight of Cups, I think that you still love this person very much. That's what I'm seeing with there at the bottom of the deck. That's what this is telling me. I think you still love this person very much. And then I'm seeing some issues, and you know this is interesting because this may actually be about needing to move forward, needing to move house, needing to change jobs, and the two of you having to discuss it and not knowing whether or not you both feel the same way about where you want to live, how you want to live, what kind of work you want to do. That's what I'm seeing. Seven of Cups is a lot of questions. How do I feel about it? What are my feelings? What are the other person's feelings? Well, you don't know until you talk, right? You have to ask very important questions. What do you want out of life? How do you see your future? Are we on the same page? And the reason I'm saying that with all these questions being up in the air is because next to that I see the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like talking about the long term, dreaming about the long term, the life together. And Seven of Pentacles, assessing it. How do we afford it? Talking about the money aspect of it. So is this for a job? Do you have new opportunities for a great new job? And, you know, having to make a plan about all of the effort it would take to move forward with the job. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords. So this is a conversation, I think. Six of Swords, about moving on from one either place to a new place or just from difficulty in the relationship, particularly if there's been difficulty with communication. This week, with this full moon of enlightenment, right, the feelings about the meaning of life. Pisces is like universal love. It's the meaning of life kind of feeling. And so it's surrendering and being completely open-hearted and saying, you know, talking about it, talking about moving forward now with the Eight of Cups. Both of these cards are moving on. They're moving on cards. So what are you moving on from? Where are you going? Or who is going? And why? Is it for a new job? Is it for a career opportunity? Because that's possible. For some of you, you might even have someone coming back from the past that you loved once with the Lovers, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. So this is someone from the past and they're coming in. So for some of you, you have someone from the past coming in that you are thinking Seven of Cups, do I want this love in my life for the long term? And is it worth it with the Seven of Pentacles? Is it worth it for me to see a future with this person? Having a conversation, moving forward and moving on. One way or another. You're moving forward, moving on. Nine of Cups, because you want to be happy, right? Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. You want to be loving. You want love in your life. But Ten of Swords, there's a decision here that needs to be made, and it needs to be a final decision. There's a decision here about what you want in love. What you want in love. And I think you may differ with these three cards. You may differ with this distant thunder card, clear the air. You may have to talk to someone and tell them how you feel about what you want to do moving forward in your life. And then ask them quite honestly, is that what you want? Because, you know, I love you and I want you with me going forward and moving, or I love you but I need to move on. That's kind of, I'm seeing two different stories here depending on who you are. So Taurus, this is definitely a week to talk about love and a week to think very deeply about, first of all, from the Virgo standpoint, with the Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, at the beginning of the week with the full moon, it's making the plan and choosing what you want. This is important for the long haul, Ten of Pentacles. But also about moving into Libra, right, on the 22nd, it's like time to talk because I'm moving forward now. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, and we need to talk about this. This is what I want. This is how I feel. Who feels this? Ten of Swords. It's a final decision. It doesn't necessarily mean it's negative, but it may not be as Nine of Cups positive for one person. Maybe one person's happy, the other person's miserable because you guys feel very differently about where you're going or what you're doing. So, you know, Taurus, I wish you the best. Let me pull you one of the Oracle of the Mermaids cards for you. It's an important week, you know, and I have to tell you, both Venus and Mars are in their detriment and opposite signs right now. And I think that that lends well, actually, for creating the space for just enough discomfort in both of our male and female sides and selves to create change in relationship for the better. Libra is about fairness and balance, equality, and love, right? So the conversation is probably the most important thing. Clear the air, you know. Under that too, under those three, I'm looking at the sun. So it's going to go well to have the conversation. That's the most important part. You know, then some really important decisions can be made. You know, 2 sevens, I think that's pretty important. It's an important time. Okay. One card, Oracle of Mermaids. Here we go. Conchomancy or conchomancy, which is seashell divination, wisdom of the shells. To me, this is like listening to the ocean, right? We have full moon in Pisces. It's ruled by Neptune. It's saying, listen to your feelings. Listen to what comes into you spiritually. Don't deny what your intuition is really urging you to do. Somewhere in this, there's a wish, a dream. Nine of Cups is that dream come true. And with the Ten of Pentacles, there is an opportunity here for long-term growth, establishment, happiness. Whatever it is, I do see love here with the Lovers, no doubt. So listen to your feelings and listen to your intuition. And, you know, I think people just sort of shrug that off. What does that mean? Listen to my intuition. But honestly, it's when you're sitting in stillness and you stop thinking about the ABCDs of the list of what you have to do today, and you clear your mind of all that, and you ask yourself, how do I feel? Start with that. How do you feel sitting in your environment? And then ask yourself, when you're with someone else, how do I feel when I'm in the room with that person? Right? Or if you're missing someone, how do I feel because they're not with me? So you ask yourself the deeper questions about your feelings, because that will help you. I think that deeply resonating intuition is going to guide you forward here. You are moving on. You are moving on or moving forward, whether it's emotionally or physically. So I think it's possible for, you know, different things for different people. I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.